Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Actually, this video is going to be very exciting as we are going to build a bot to play this dinosaur game that we get in our in the Google Chrome. So you can see there is nothing much to do in this game. We can either jump or we can duck. So let's crash it and start getting our hand on coding. So I'm using PyCharm IDE for this project. You can use any IDE you want, but if you want to use the same IDE, the installation link will be given in the description. How to install. Now I'll create a new file named as maybe dinobot. Now once I have created this file, before starting coding, I would like to tell you that we need some libraries, some external libraries from Python to use in this project. So one of which will be, let's get it a bit more space to make it clear. So one of the libraries is PyAuto GUI. So let's import this library, PyAuto GUI. Now when you will be importing this library, you will get an error because it's installed in my computer but not in yours. So nothing to worry about, just go into this terminal section if you are using the PyCharm IDE and try typing pip install PyAuto GUI. Now you can press enter. I'm not connected to the internet, so it will show me an error, but for you it will work fine and install this library. Why? Now the question is, why are we using this library? Actually, we are using this PyAuto GUI to access our keyboard. Let's suppose if PyAuto GUI, let me show you it practically. Dot press C. Now I can use this. Too many errors. O D E. Let's copy this all. B O N and then D. Now what this will do, let's see. If I keep my cursor here and I'm running this program, let me run this program. See, so what it did is started typing in the sequence. So actually we are pressing our keyboard button without touching it with the help of this library. That's why we are using this library, and this is the purpose. Now the second library that we will be using in this project is PIL. So for installing PIL, go to your terminal command again. Type pip install PIL. Now again, no internet for me, so my bad luck, I'll get an error, but you will not. Or it's already satisfied. See, I've already installed this PIL library. So these are the two libraries that we will be needing for this project. Nothing more, nothing much. So let's start importing from the PIL as well. So there is a different name for PIL. It's PIL. This is the official name. PIL import. We need two things: image and image grab. What they will do, we'll see when we'll be coding it. Now let's start to discuss the plan of attack that we will be having to build this project. Let's go to the game. So you can see this dino has a dimension that never changes, and these cactuses as well. So what we will do is we will try to have the access of this square here just at the right of the dino to access if something appears there, anything, maybe a bird or a cactus, we will give it we will try to press our jump button or the arrow up button, and when the bird is around here, we'll try to press the down button. So let's see how we will be doing this in the code. Now You may ask how we will come to know that we are at this position, this box, how we will come to know. So let's try. It's a hit and trial method. We will be trying it. Let's have a function def draw box, and let's do this. So you may ask why do we need this drawbox function. So as I said we need this drawbox function to try to detect the place just at the right of the dino, so that we may get the position. So let's try to get our image. This is the screenshot that we will be getting regularly, and this screenshot is needed for us to properly do the project. And this is screenshot we'll be using for every function. So let's use this image grab library dot grab. Now what this will do, is store the screenshot in this image variable. So for detecting this, we need to actually convert it to grayscale. There are various ways of converting it to grayscale, but here we will be using the convert L function. This line of code will actually convert the screenshot instantly into the grayscale and store it in this image. We can actually see it. So let's try to do it. Image dot बंद करना, वीडियो चालू करना, क्या मेरे को एडिट करना, गेट बंद करना, अंदर से आवाज आ रही। साइलेंट है सब कुछ, क्या आवाज आ रही। So we already understood that why do we need this line. Now when we have converted our image to grayscale, let's see how our image looks like. So image dot show, we can use it. Let's now call our function to see if we are getting everything correct. Let's run the dino bot and we should see the image. So you can see it has taken the image of my screen in a grayscale mode. So it's working fine. You get it why we are using this image grab or PIL library. Now what we need to do is, with the help of this, we need to detect this area around here. Firstly, you need to understand that an image has its 0 0 value of coordinate somewhere here at the top left corner and the maximum value at the bottom right corner. So if we can understand this corner as the top left and it has the 0 0 value, and the value of x-axis increases in the right direction and y-axis increases in the downward direction. For this image processing thing, not in the normal axis denotation, but for this thing it increases in the right direction for x-axis, and for y-axis it will increase in the downward direction, not in upward. So let's understand what will be the distance around here. What can be the coordinate? My guess can be, I will get till here maybe 200, and this will be around 100 down. So let's try 200 and 100 to figure out if we are right. So let's go over here and we'll try to write a for loop. For if you have a little idea about nested for loop, it will be easy for you to understand. So let me try to write it from 100 to 120. This for loop we are using for the x-axis range. Let me write it as x, it will be easy to understand. From the 100th value to the 120th value. Alright. And for the y-axis we will convert it to from for y in range. Let's say maybe this we will use from 200 to 220, and this we will use from 100 to 120. And what will we do inside this box? Actually, we will get this image product loaded in form of data. I'll tell you what that is. We are actually loading this data. That means we are converting the image into the form of a matrix that has values. So if you have an idea about image processing, you can understand that every pixel stores value from 0 to 255. If you don't have idea, forget it. It's nothing, just converting the image into a matrix. Now we can access these coordinates. Let's convert them to black. What this will do, there are some errors for INJ. Sorry, the values we used is X and Y, not INJ. So now we are converting the value of this pixel at maybe somewhere here position to black. 0 is denoted for black and 255 is denoted for white. So now if we try to run this program, let's try to run this program and wait so that it takes a screenshot and shows us. Yes, you can see this small box around here, so this box is what we created right now. So we need to create it in just front of the dino. So as we know that whenever we run our program, we don't get our time to minimize. Instead, the program takes the screenshot. So for getting our time, we will import a library named as time. You don't need to install it, it's already there available with Python. And time.sleep, maybe 1 second. So what this will do is wait for 1 second before running the code, so that we have the time to minimize and get the screenshot of this screen here, because we are interested in building a bot for the dino. Now let's try to run this program and see where we are getting our box in this dino screen. Alright, it's way to top. My guess was very bad, so I need to go more rightwards and a little bit downwards. So I'll come here, then I'll come here. Let's try it out. Rightwards, rightwards. So as we know, this is our x-axis for loop, so we are trying to go more rightwards, maybe 300 to 320 and a little bit downwards, so maybe 150 to 170. Let's run this and try to see. So this is a hit and trial game, and you can reach it quite easily once you will. Let's see, and we are still way too far. We need to go more rightwards, little bit downwards. Let's try it again. More rightwards. Let me write it around 400 and this to be 450. We need our box to be little bigger, and a little bit downwards means 200 and maybe 250. Now let's run this code to see. Oh, wait. Let's run this. Not now. Let's run this code and see it on the dino screen, what we will be getting. Come on, fast. So it's almost on the dino, our dino. We want it to get a little bit downwards and a little bit rightwards. Let's try to get it done. I've tried multiple positions, but what worked best for me was around 450. Yes, and this to be around 505, and the y-axis value to be 180 and this to be around 223. Let's see how does it look. Come on, fast. Now we got it. We got it around here. So this is something that worked best for me. It might work best for you, maybe not, because depending upon your screen size, it may not work best for you. So here we can detect our bird. Now we need to detect the cactus into this down position. So let's build another diagram for our cactus. This was for the bird. Let's give it a neat comment: bird detection cactus detection. Cool. Now what should be the value of this? I guess the x-axis should be same, 450, because we want to get our triangle or rectangle or square, whatever it is, just below the bird one, and the y should be a little bit down. So we were ending here the detector for bird, so we'll start from here detector for cactus, and maybe we'll end around 250. So let's try this one, and I guess it should work fine. Here we go. So we have our detector working around here, but we need it to be a little bit more in this down position. I want it to be little bit more in this down position, because you know some cactus might be small and we want this to be a little down as well. So let's increase this width to maybe 257. Let's see. So it's working fine. I guess we will be detecting the small cactuses as well now. So let's close this and see if we got our correct positions. I guess we have got our correct positions. Now we should try implement this. Draw box actually has nothing to do with our bot code. Instead, this is just for the purpose of checking where our position we are detecting. Now let me write the main function, remove this draw box. If name equal to main draw box, and what I wanted to show you is the bird detector. Let's keep it as black, and let's change the color for this cactus detector. Let's see how does it look if we do it. It's not running. Why is it so? Let's see. Let's run this once again. Not running again. Let's go back to our program. Oh, actually we have introduced this name variable as the inside the string, so it was not calling the main function. Let's call this. We got the screenshot, and you can see this will be our cactus detector and this will be our bird detector. So working fine yet. Let's now create a function that will actually play our game, because this draw box was just for detecting the position. So let's create this function. Go back. Let's create the function play. This function will actually take some data. Now you may ask what type of data it will be. So we will give it a little bit now this function will have this data. This data is nothing but the image that is converted to the grayscale. Actually we have already used this data inside the drawbox function, but it is of no use right now. So let's get this data again in the main function. Let's copy this. and we got our data in the main function. Now what we will do is we'll play, we'll call this and we'll pass the data. So let's write our play function. Let's copy this whole code because this was something useful that we did with the help of drawbox function. So we got our detection. The bird will be detected in this range that we know, and the cactus will be detected in this range. What to do when a bird is detected? As we know, we need to press the down button. So what we will do, PyAutoGUI dot key down button. Now you may ask why I'm using this key down function instead of using the press function. So you can use any one of them. It's upon you. Complete preference is given to you. You can use any one of them. They work differently, although you can read the documentation for that, but no issues for this project as for now. So now let's remove this. What should be done when a cactus is detected? We should actually jump PyAutoGUI dot key down and then up. So this is what the up button will be pressed automatically with the help of PyAutoGUI. So if you are worried and if you want to know how to access all the keys of your keyboard, you can go to the documentation of PyAutoGUI and there is available the name of all the keys. This up is for the upper arrow and down is for the down arrow. Now let's try to put this whole code inside a while loop. You may ask why we are putting this inside a while loop. Actually, if you try to get one screenshot and start playing, you don't have idea what is coming. So we need to take screenshots continuously and decide what decisions should be taken as fast as we can. Now let's try our code on the real game. It should play. Why not? Okay, this is showing something at least. So it started with bending down. I guess there is some issue with our code. What is the issue? Let's see. Firstly, it didn't start as soon as we run our program. So we need to maybe press up as we have started our program. Press up, so at least it should start the game itself. Let's see if it does. Yes, it starts the game by itself. Now we need to see what is the problem with our play function. So as we go up, I don't know why my scroll is not working. So we are getting our data, and as all right. So we are detecting this bird, we are detecting this cactus, we have the range, but we don't have a detection statement. So we actually need to check if something is detected. We were detecting nothing and we were just using this key down function. So data of x comma y is less than 100. What this will do, I'll tell you. It's so funny. I was dumb to do that. Actually, we are trying to detect if in the box that we saw created in the front of Dino, the data or the pixel value is less than 100, means it's somewhat grayish or blackish. If something happens to be like that, then we'll press the down button. And you know, cactuses and birds are only grayish or black, but the screen or the pixel value of something just in front of the Dino is white and nothing else. So same we need to do for this. If data x comma y less than 100, we need to press up. So now it should work fine. Let's try to run this. The game started and we can see it's working. All right, cool. There are some errors, we need to fix them. Let's get back and try printing our draw box to see what can be the error. Let's see the draw box. All right, so it was detecting this cactus and it worked fine. Why it was doing that? Let's go back to our code. Let's go here and okay, what we will do is after trying to do something, we will actually return this function. That means if a cactus is detected, just jump and return this function. We don't want to do anything else right now. And if similarly, if a bird or a cactus is detected, just close down this function. And if nothing is detected, just close down and focus on the another image that will be coming. Let's try to see this. Oh, actually now we are taking a screenshot. We should have commented. Let's comment our that. Yes, let's comment this out and let's see how our bot is working. It's running fine. So we can see that it tried to jump, but it went too close of that that cactus, and so it crashed just before jumping. So we need to detect a little bit earlier. Let's go back to our code. Let's stop this. Go back to our code. Where is the play, and we have this value as x value. So let me try to, what we need to do is, so actually these values might vary from size of screen of mine to yours. So what worked best for me when I figured it out was the values right now I'll be entering. So for the cactus detection, what worked best was 500 and 536, and the y value was 223 to 257. Not an issue with that. And for the bird detection, what worked best was 450 to 505, and again this value from 180 to 223. Now this worked best for me. That doesn't mean it will work best for you. You may try building a square box a little bit further and then applying the coordinates depending upon your screen size. So let me run this program to show you how is this working. So it's jumping again, going very close and crashing with this. So now we actually need to detect the cactus or the bird little bit rightwards, means before at a little far distance from the dinosaur. So let's increase the range of our x-axis and make it 532. I hope this will work best for me, as I have tried this earlier as well. And then increase this 4 to 480. Why I'm increasing this is because I always need to decrease the range of iterations, or else my code will run a lot of times and it will take a lot of time to get to a decision, and that will make my algorithm slow. So for the y value, what I'll be doing is so let me actually what I want to do is, let's have our cactus detection first and then the bird detection. Why? I'll tell you, because most of the time we need to jump instead of ducking in this game. So we should give preference to our cactus detection, or else first I'll bird detection, it will run and run and run this code for a long time, and then it will get to run this cactus dissection. Till then we might get crashed with the cactus. So let's give it the range 480 to 532, and this y-axis is perfectly fine, I guess, and we will see if it is not. Let's go back to the bird thing, and we are having this. It's good, I guess, good to go, and this is also fine. Key down. Cool. But let's do one more thing. After this key down, we need to give, actually we don't need to, but just to make it properly stable, we are just trying to stop this key working thing for a few seconds so that our computer understands what we are doing. Actually what I'm doing is, this key down will press my key, and just after pressing my key, I'll let my program go into a sleep mode so that it has enough time to understand what will be the next command, and then I'll use this command to key up the release the key, like this. You may release the key. Now let's run this code to see how far we are. So it should start the game. It's not starting. Okay, again the same problem. We can see that we have this gray and black section at the position, but we should have commented the code, which we haven't done. Let's go down here and comment the straw box function out, and now let's try to run this program. It should work perfectly fine, I guess. Hope for the best, fingers crossed. And now let's wait for the game. First jump, second, third, and working fine. I guess this is what worked fine for me, and for you it should work fine as well. So guys, what worked best for me was these numbers 480, 532, and these numbers for detecting the bird, and this was for the cactus. So this worked best for me. It might not work best for you. You can try different values according to your screen size, but believe me, this is not the best solution of Dinobot that we can make. Instead, there are different, more robust and powerful solutions available for this using neural networks and machine learning. So if you are new to our channel, consider subscribing so that we can have more videos like this with different technologies and in different sections. So we will be doing much more than this. This is just the most basic bot ever built in Python. So we will try building something else more powerful in the upcoming videos. Thank you.